Welcome back, YouTube fam. It's your boy Y, and in this video I am going over, I guess, a limited edition of the Dasai Mochi. If you've watched my previous videos, then you saw, like, way back last year, I believe that's when I first started getting those. It was you can think of it, little car companion. So very small, has different faces based off of the way you drive. It's like a gyroscope that's enabled into it. You could always disable it. There's sounds that it makes. You could disable those as well. But then it has different faces that it makes based off of how you're driving. So I thought it was really cool. I thought it was a little too small, but I've grown to like them. Then of course you saw me have the bigger Dasai Mochi, which was, it was good, but it was, if you got to see it, if you ever got it. So for those who have got it, you know what I mean. It seemed a little bit like too cheaply made compared to the small ones. So I didn't like that one, but I'm still loving the small one. So I saw they had, I believe this is the limited edition for a style that they already had come out. So if you remember, for those who saw my previous videos, one of the Dasai Mochi that I unboxed was from LibertyWalk, and this was a collaboration between Dasai Mochi and LibertyWalk to make their own style of the Dasai Mochi. It was like 3 colors. One was red, the other was blue, the other one's like white and yellow. And then recently, looks like they came out with another limited edition, another collaboration. And this was called, I guess, LB40. I don't think it had an actual name other than LB40, but this was another white version. So this is one of the red ones that came out of the Dasai Mochi LibertyWalk. And you can see it makes different faces. Obviously it turned on because I picked it up in the sense that it's moving. And the cool thing about it is that it's supposed to go right in your car. Some people don't put it in their car. They may put it like in their class or, you know, maybe at home. But here it has, it comes with a Velcro. So if you're wondering if you have to get it and cut it out like this, no. The good thing is it comes with 2 packs of Velcros, both a top and bottom, and then another top and bottom. So however you want to put it in the car or wherever you're putting it. And as you can see, Velcro comes loose just like that. Also attach it back. So it's actually very good, because then you don't have to go and buy Velcro from the store. But this is what it looks like without the helmet. Now, what I love about the Dasai Mochis is, again, they come with helmets, but if you really want to customize it the way you want to customize it, maybe you don't care for this helmet or maybe you get bored with it, you could buy other additional helmets from the store itself, and the other helmets should fit as well. But without the helmet, it looks just like this. And on the side right here, it has a small button, and it has different features based off of you, but after you press the button. In a previous video, I did do like a walkthrough in it, but like, for example, I just do it right here. So if you click it, you have to click it, by the way, it doesn't slide back and forth, you just click it. So if you click it once, it turns off. And by the way, it turns on by itself, so you don't have to worry about enabling that feature. Now, if you click it, I'm gonna cut it back on. And now if you click it twice, if you notice, now the gyroscope is off. So 2 clicks cuts the gyroscope off. 2 clicks, cut it back on. Obviously, if you want it to interact how you're driving, then you want to keep that on. 3 clicks, again, it's that button, little button right here. So 3 clicks, 1, 2, 3. It turns the timer off. Now what that timer is when you stop the car, it will sit on for a certain duration of time and then cut off by itself. And then 1, 2, 3. Now that's the reason why I keep it on for my Mochis is when I have it in the car and it cuts off by itself, it saves battery. You don't want it to just keep going and going and going if you just left the car or you're not near where it is. It can save battery that way, otherwise you don't have to keep recharging it. And then 4 clicks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, turns the sound on, which you can hear the sound. I think it just, when it changes animations, it makes a different sound. Let me see if I can do another one. See if another one pop up. So as you can see, it makes a little sound, which is it's fine, but when you're in a car, it's a little annoying. So I'm gonna turn it off. So click it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cut the sound back off. And I don't think there was a 5, but I'm gonna test it out. I don't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so 5 doesn't do anything. So it's only 4 clicks. Remember, the first click turns it on and off, but it automatically turns it on and off, so you don't need to do that. The second click was the timer, the gyroscope. You wanna leave that on definitely. Third click was the, 3 clicks was the timer. You also wanna leave that on so that way it turns on and off by itself. And then 4 clicks was the sound. If you get annoyed with the sound, turn that thing off. You ain't missing too much. The animations is more than enough. But I thought I'd show you that for those who didn't watch my previous video for the walkthrough. And again, it can be a little more difficult to take off the helmet. You heard the click there. So I would advise with the, putting the bottom Velcro on before you even put it in the car, or even if you want to put it in the car, and then just slightly pull up on the helmet and it should pop off. Sometimes it's a little more difficult to pull off, but do it this way. Get a good grip. Okay, that's the Velcro. As you pull it off, it comes off. But it does take a little bit of force because it isn't meant to just slide off. So when you have it installed in your car like this, and you're pulling this part up in order to charge it, take it in the house and charge it, it should easily come off. So I thought I'd mention that. I'm gonna leave the helmet on because I actually like this red helmet. But now let's see for this one. So let me take it off to the side here. I don't have my blade with me, so I'm just using my fingers at this point. All right. All right, when you take it off, looks just like that. Same size box as this one. Obviously, I just don't have it pushed all the way down, but basically same box size. On the back, it has a little schematic of how it looks. That's basically how the back of this one looks. Has the back of it. This is where the sound will come out, and then this is where you would charge it. And it's a Type-C charger, by the way. So Type-C. I'm so glad they didn't do like micro USB or the old ones. So Type-C. So if you have a Type-C cable, you don't even need to use the one in the box. All right, when you take it off, you're gonna be greeted with a booklet. Normally I say who cares about the booklet? I don't use it, right? Some cases you should use it. But in this booklet, if you're new to Dasai Mochis, take a look in the booklet, not to learn how to like actually work it because it's pretty simple, but just to see the different faces that it has. So the good thing is you can see the different faces that will show. So you can use the booklet for that. Otherwise, you don't really need the booklet to learn how to use it. All right, you see here, Type-C to Type-A, which I'm not gonna use the cable anyway because I have a Type-C to Type-C anyway. You have, as you can see, 2 sets of Velcros, top and bottom, so you don't have to buy one from the store. And then you have the Dasai Mochi itself. Hold on one moment, let me see if there's anything under the box. And that's it. Yeah, so basically gives you all your sensors to start off. And this is how it looks. If you look at the bottom, you can see it's a little bit transparent, so you can see the inners, the guts. But overall, it's already transparent anyway. I like how this one is, because you see how it just connects with everything. That means you can't break this off. For this one, I had it to where one of the backs of, it was just this one, just a black piece. The buttons, as you can see, the buttons on the side go into the holes. But because it had those buttons, it kept falling off. So if you get that issue, you can just super glue it on. It's not a real issue there. But this one doesn't have that issue. As you can see, it's connected to the back. So it should be good. And about sizing, about almost the same size. I think just because the body of this one looks smaller, but yeah, overall about the same size. Okay, now let's go ahead and put the Velcro piece on the bottom of it. And yeah, I'm gonna use this as the bottom. So you wanna just peel this white piece off. Boom. And then the good thing is you just literally match it up. Kind of like, see how it has the actual size here? You just want to match it exactly how it is. Slap it right on the bottom, push it down a little bit, and you're good to go. That's literally it. With that, you should be good. I believe I have it on there right. So I wonder if I could take, there we go. I see it coming off. Come off with me. I think I got it on a piece of the body here. If I could get this, oh, wait a minute. I felt the click. Back here, I want to be careful. I think the black piece does come off. There we go. So you can take this off of here too. I think on here, I think I had it a little more too loose. That was sitting on the body as well. So we're just gonna fix that really quick. We'll put it right here, boom. That can fit just like this. Sorry, I was going a little too far in the camera to look at it. But yeah, fit just like that on there. So good. Of course, you can just put the Velcro on there. I'm not gonna use this bottom piece, and I'm gonna show you why in just a moment. But as you can see, it's a regular helmet. If you ever wanna change it, you get bored with this one, easily swap it out. But we do wanna cut this on, so see if it has any juice on it. See? Yeah, we're gonna disable that sound. So remember, 4 clicks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that got to go. So that's the only thing I always disable when I start it, is taking off the sound. So pretty cool, okay. And we can just click it back in. You should hear a click. That way it lets you know you have it all the way back in. All right, good. So now I have this one ready to go. And again, it's just this simple, by the way. So after you get it, if it doesn't cut on automatically, you know, based off of you moving it, then the next thing is you just pull it out. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and pull it back out so we can check the settings for it. Make sure that the settings is good to go. See if it'll come out easily. There we go. When you first get it, it is a little more tougher to get this thing off. And that's just because it's new. But after a few times, get used to it, you have to break it in basically. All right, so let's make sure all the settings is here. So first one, okay, gyroscope, put that back on, boom. What about 1, 2, 3? Timer, put that back on, boom. All right, I think that's basically all we needed. Good, so it did 2 and 3, which was the timer and the gyroscope. Those are automatically on. Let's put it back on. Let it click in there, good. All right, let's take it down to the car. Sorry this video took so long. Did a little more over explained than I needed to, but for those who have never saw my previous videos, this part is important. All right, let's head back downstairs. All right, YouTube fam, so I'm in the car. So the reason why I said on the bottom, I'm not gonna use the bottom Velcro piece is mainly because you see the material, I don't need the bottom. So I could just save that bottom and put it in a box in case I ever wanna use it for something else. Or if I'm giving it away to someone, they have that fresh piece ready to go. And basically, it's just gonna sit like that. So it's gonna sit just like that because this is, again, the part where the Velcro will stick to. So my goal is, because I think I have to look, I believe I have like 4 of them right now. The big Mochi, Dasai Mochi, I think I'm saying it right. I could be wrong, but correct me if I'm saying it wrong. The bigger one that I have, I gave that to someone with kids, so they're using it for that. I gifted it to them, which was pretty awesome, so they liked it. But I think I kept the like 2 other small ones, the red one you saw and the original one. So I believe I have those 2, but the way I'm gonna have it, which you'll probably see in my next video when because I'm waiting for one more limited edition to come. I think I just have them like boom, 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 boom. And it'd be like 4 of them. So when I'm driving, it'd just be like 4 little faces. And it's pretty cool because then you get people that comes into the car and they're like, oh, what's that? So either I put it right here, or I may just put it like up here. So that way, just like, I may just keep it like that, honestly. Like four across. I think that actually looks pretty cooler. But I do know when I'm driving, those things like the, maybe it's just me, but like seeing those in the mirror kind of throws me off when I'm driving. So I may keep it back here, at least for right now, and then swap it up. But yeah, so far that's how I'm planning on having it look. And again, if you have one of these for your car, you don't need the bottom piece of the Velcro. You just need the part that will stick to this material. And then you just have it like that. So again, these are meant to like change based off how you're driving. They will turn on only when they recognize that the car is moving. So for example, when you're in reverse and you're backing the car up, it'll turn on. When you reverse, I mean not reverse, of course that's backing up, but when you pull forward, it will turn on. Sometimes what it do is, because my car is a hybrid, it may not notice that it's currently on because it's quiet until I put the car in drive, and then it turns on. And then of course, when I stop somewhere, or if I made it home, after a certain period of time, when it realized I'm not moving anymore, it cut off by itself as a way to preserve battery. Now, as far as battery life, the battery life has been pretty good. They usually last me about almost like a whole week before I have to recharge. And charging them up does not take long whatsoever. These things charge up pretty fast, and there is a way to check the battery. So I'm gonna take it back upstairs, and then I'm gonna show you about the battery, how to check the battery level of it. And then from there, that'll be the end. All right, let's head back upstairs, guys. All right, we're back upstairs. So I almost forgot to show you how to check the battery, because otherwise, if you're a new user, you're going to be driving yourself insane. So the way to check the battery is simply by holding the button. So remember that little button, you want to hold it. So we hold it. So far it shows us a battery, and it shows 4 notches on there right now. A total is supposed to be 5 notches. So it's down 1 notch, but they still last very long. So of course, coming out the box, first thing you want to do is just charge it up a little bit. And again, they take little to no time to charge up. So the fact that it's still like just 1 notch less, I just throw this thing on the charger and then throw it right in the car. But all right, YouTube fam, sorry, I know as usual, I say it's gonna be quick, but I talk a lot. I love talking to you guys. But if you have any questions or comments, throw them down below. I wouldn't mind answering them at all. If you haven't already, hit that like button, join the family as we keep growing. I'm gonna keep finding like different products that I could review for you guys. And of course, I'm not being sponsored on any of this, by the way, if you're ever wondering. All my like opinions is based off of like my own opinion. Nothing sways me to go in a certain direction. It just goes off of whether I like it. And if it doesn't work for me, I'm just gonna tell you straight up, it doesn't work for me. Now, of course, for your average buyer, these may be a little too small for you. If you're going like the best bang for your buck, because I think depending on where you find them, they can be 60 bucks and up. But if you're like, you know, want to add some pizzazz, I think that's how they say it. You want to add some pizzazz to your car and be a little more on the unique side, definitely check one of these out. It wouldn't hurt. And again, you don't have to give them the full 60 to whatever how much they're called. Man, do those paying fours. Just because you use it doesn't mean you poor. And the way everything going right now, my pockets are not, you know, looking too good. But I love these Dasai Mochis, and I wanted to show you guys. So it wouldn't hurt if you want to get one of these, feel free. I dropped a link to the website as always below if you decide you want to get it. And if you do have any questions, you can just ask me. I don't mind at all. No question is a dumb question. So, all right, YouTube fam, I'm done running my mouth. You guys take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And with that, peace.